Hello again, this is on the difference between a checking account and a savings account. Checking and savings account are the bank accounts you most use. They both hold money for safekeeping but have different features, and it's essential to understand the difference between these accounts and when to use each one. A checking versus saving. A checking account is used for payments, and it's best for the money you plan to spend soon. A savings account is used to save for the future, and it's good for money you don't need right away. Checking accounts. A checking account is designed for frequent transactions, and you can use your money in a variety of ways. Automatic electronic payments. If you pay regular bills, you can have funds directed from your checking account automatically each month. Debit card payments. A debit card allows you to spend from your checking account balance easily. Online bill pay with your account, ATM withdrawals, and paper checks. Traditional checking accounts don't pay interest on your account balance. However, some checking accounts pay interest, and those accounts may be appealing if you keep a significant amount of money in your checking. To find interest-bearing checking, look for online banks that pay interest on checking balances, or local banks and credit unions with rewards checking accounts. For most people, checking accounts aren't a significant source of interest earnings. If you keep a relatively small amount in checking, you may be better off focused on free checking accounts that don't drain your account balance. Calculate how much you'll actually earn, and before you get too excited about interest checking. Checking accounts are notorious for charging fees, but you can dodge those fees with free checking accounts. There are two ways to bank without paying monthly charges. Find a truly free banking checking account. To do so, check with local banks and credit unions, which may not have monthly maintenance charges. Some online banks also provide free checking. I get KeyBank hassle-free. They don't have a monthly maintenance charge. Qualify for free waivers. At most banks, you can avoid fees by meeting certain criteria. For example, if you set up direct deposit into your account, you may be able to bank fee-free. Checking accounts charge a variety of fees. They have the monthly maintenance charges, which is flat dollar fees that come out of your balance every month. Overdraft charges. So if you spend more than what's on the card, they technically lend you the money and you have to pay it back. Insufficient fund fees. It's similar to overdraft fees, but those might hit your account even when the bank doesn't cover payments for you. And then there's sometimes additional fees. You may have to pay ATM charges for using certain ATMs, although some banks rebate those fees. Now, a savings account. Savings accounts are designed to keep your money safe while paying a modest amount of interest on your account balance. So you can use this to grow your money. Savings accounts typically pay interest, so you earn money on the cash you're not using. Compare that with a checking account, which usually don't pay interest. And you can separate the long-term money if you're saving for a rainy day or other financial goals like a vacation or a down payment. Savings accounts can help you. By removing funds from your checking account, you're less likely to overspend. So access your savings. When you need to spend your savings, you can access funds in several ways. However, federal law limits how often you can make certain withdrawals from savings. You can make up to 6 withdrawals per month, but certain types of transactions are unlimited. Transfer to checking. You can move your money from your savings account to your checking account when you plan to spend. That's almost instant if bank accounts are at the same bank. So I have my savings and my checking through KeyBank, so that'd be easy. Cash withdrawals. If you use cash and your bank provides an ATM card, you can get cash out of your savings account at an ATM. You can also get cash out with requesting a check. Banks are also print checks payable to you. You can then deposit those checks at a different bank or credit union. Savings accounts tend to be less expensive than checking accounts, but it's critical to review fee schedules before you open an account. Monthly fees are not very common, but ATM fees are still a reality. Plus, if you make more than 6 withdrawals, you may face excessive transaction fees. Beyond checking and savings account, checking and savings accounts aren't the only accounts available at banks. Get familiar with other options. So there's money market accounts. You have both checking and savings accounts. They often pay more than checking accounts, and they allow unlimited spending, depending on your bank. And then there's a certificate of deposit, or CDs, are for money that you don't intend to spend for at least 6 months. CDs typically pay more than savings accounts, but you need to commit to leaving your funds untouched for 6 months, 1 year, or more. If you cash out early, you may need to pay a penalty. So I have a credit card, I have a debit card through KeyBank with my hassle-free account that I use for everyday purchases. And then I have my savings account. My savings account right now is set up so every time I swipe my card, it takes $1 and puts it into my savings account. This has actually helped me be able to save money, even unconsciously. So that's about it. I hope this helped.